Supposed to be janky. Hey everyone, hope you're all thriving, vibing, or surviving. Welcome to the stream. Grab a snack, get comfy, and let's have a good time today. Alright, so for today, we're just going to focus mostly on home improvement. So I think this is going to be a bit different from most of the past recent streams where we hunt bosses, explore, and do some exciting stuff. This is exciting in a different way, uh, in such that we're actually going to focus on the logistics side of things, the production side of things, which we haven't really shown as much of in the past streams as such. So I think up until this point, you may have noticed that we pretty much just breezed through and put in a general setup of base pals to do various jobs. We haven't dedicated them on doing anything specific. Haven't really optimized any of that. And you really can get away with that up until this point. So the main reason why I am kind of choosing to do this now is what I've seen is starting from Marcus and onwards, the game does feel like it slows down if this was your approach as well. And some folks do get stuck at this stage simply because they have not focused on base building. So brute forcing through gear and capturing new pals does work to an extent, but it does get a lot less effective from this point onwards. So what we're going to do today is focus on improving our base's production. So basically we want to make sure we have a form of really passive income in a way that is fairly consistent, such that when we do go out and explore again and then go defeat bosses, do dungeons and all the fun stuff, our base pals will be fully equipped and making all the things we need every time we're out. All right, so with that, I guess, preamble, I'll go ahead and take a peek at my handy dandy list because this is the part where it gets a bit more technical. So this is where you kind of have to start thinking, what are you going to prioritize building? What you start replacing on your base as well? Um, I did mention on the previous stream that I was removing the older machines, the older assembly lines, the older crafting tables, because they were taking up space. But that wasn't the only reason. Right? One of the other reasons why we're doing that is so that the pals don't use the old workstations. The old workstations do craft things more slowly, and they also craft a smaller variety of items. So it is important to remove your old workstations as well, so that your pals don't waste time using them instead of your best workstation available. All right, so let's take a quick peek what we can build at this stage. Uh, Yesterday we did finish off building production assembly line 2. So it's this fancy looking one, and that'll help us make a bunch of materials for this stream as well. And what I did recall as well is that we're still using the improved furnace. Now that it's better than the primitive furnace, but we do want to upgrade to, I think it's called an electric furnace next. So let's see if we can go ahead and build that. All right, and then here's the problem, right? We need refined ingots and carbon fiber. So we'll go ahead and start lining that up. This is going to be a priority item alongside some of the other stuff we're going to be building today. Other things, yeah, you do want to start stocking up on, and in addition, I do recall saying this as well in one of the earlier streams, but it kind of feels at this stage you want to craft a little bit of everything, and it's not wrong, that approach, but we do want to try to prioritize the workstations which will help us make things faster and help us also make the materials that will help us advance our technology tree and our overall base development. All right, so since that's going to take a while, we can go on and search for a few important base files as well. Let me just double check that I brought the right stuff. It should be sufficient. For now, we will continue using the compound bow. Um, Hopefully, we'll be able to improve our automation to make shotgun shells more consistently, so that we can use the shotgun as a regular weapon. But for now, we'll live with what we have. All right. So first thing up, we do want to capture a few key pals from Axel's area, and hopefully they'll spawn and can get them working on the base right away. Alright, so as you can see from the fast travel point here, there's already a lot of sulfur. Sulfur isn't really a major problem. Coal is the usual initial bottleneck. That this is another vanworm. We'll skip that. We're already writing one. What we're eyeing is the fire turtle pal Reptiro, I think. This is the name of it. Let's go down, see if we can catch us some fire turtles. Alright. I'm just trying to do this by memory, but do recall that I think they're just pretty much on the volcanic area, on the lower area from here. There might be another flight point down there, I don't really recall. But if not, we'll just go up after we catch what we need. So let's go ahead and get down. Alright, I think I see one already down here. So they can be easy to miss because they are immune to the lava. They like hanging out in the lava back. So we'll go ahead and get ready to capture this one. So Reptiro is one of the important pals for base development. Pretty much, I don't think there's a smart way to really skip this pal. If you have any plans of any serious level of base development. Can be tough if you're under leveled, but again, as long as you're around the high 30s, should be fairly trivial. And let's go ahead and catch this one. Okay, at this stage, Hypersphere is our best sphere. But again, to craft the better spheres, we do need more mining power. We basically need to improve the base quite a bit. And we got pretty lucky. Our first catch is a work slave. That's the work slave passive. Hopefully we can find a workaholic or a diet lover. Or if we're really lucky, it has both of those modifiers as well. Since at this stage the working pals start eating a whole lot more as well. So this is where you kind of start feeling the game get a bit grindier if you've been neglecting your base. So let's go ahead and go down there. try to catch a few more along with there are a few other important pals in this area, and I just want to get that done since we have to kind of stock up on these key pals anyway. We might as well make sure that we're properly set up such. All right. Now do be careful about the lava itself. Uh, should be should go without saying, but stepping into that hurts a lot, and you don't really want to step into it as much as you can. All right, so I think I see a higher level Wixen. I think I'll get this as well. We have captured a lot of these, but might as well get something a bit higher as well. And I think we also need to collect a few more fire pals simply to get ourselves ready for the fire area expeditions. Yesterday we did see that we didn't have enough leveled pals, we didn't have enough fire pals to really get that expedition underway. So let's catch the Pyrins here. And then we'll head back. So, again, it might seem like this is a capturing stream, but we will go back to the base and focus more. And we're primarily capturing these specific files for the base, for expeditions as well. So passively, we'll be able to gain more resources, such. So I do suggest that when you first come down here, do bring a flying pal as well. I think some pals do not fly well over lava. So do keep that in mind. I did stick to Van Worm because I know this is also a flying pal that is resistant to fire, essentially. Okay, that least punk's gonna die. See if we can capture it before it dies. Sometimes they got weird spawns like that. Alright, got it. And a level up as well. So let's get this Blaze Hull. So the handy thing here with the fire pals and fire area is generally these pals don't get affected by burn. So you can safely use fire moves to bring them down and they won't die. Or they won't be affected by the damage over time. So you can just use the Mercy Ring. Keep them alive. Alright, we did get a level up, so that's also handy. I won't say no to that. For now, I'll just boost more attack. At this stage, I'm not really starving for any particular stat, and we've been picking up a lot of those remedies, those little elixirs that are coming in from supply drops and chests and things that do increase our players' stats, as if they would have leveled up. So again, with those items, you don't really have to worry about min-maxing your stats, in that unlike the release where you did have to consider you may want to focus on a build very early on for your player. Now it's really kind of designed for you to just focus on what you need right now and then just use those items to catch up those other stats that you didn't level up as such. We're close to the Blazamut cave. That's not where we want to go. We want to go closer to the lava side and continue catching more pals. Yeah, this is a level 49. It will crush us at this point, and we don't really have a hard need for it. Blossamwood in particular does have very good base pal stats, but it isn't a priority in the sense that what we're capturing here, like the reptiros and such, pretty much will do that for us for the time being. Um, yeah, and Blossom pretty much an in-game boss from release. So I think it'll be easier to defeat now since we have more tools, more stats, and more things to strengthen ourselves compared to release. But at the end of the day, it's just still kind of an end game um, content. I don't expect that's going to be too easy as such, as we did see with Axel yesterday. Um, they still are a challenge. They're no pushover. Uh, Pretty much they've only been weakened such that you can maybe bring in a less specialized team. You don't have to min-max as much, but it will kind of punish you for not taking it seriously. Right, so we just continue capturing these fire pals. I do want to capture a few more Reptiros, but they're not spawning. Kind of annoying. But let's go on and continue capturing while we still have Hyperspheres. I think that's the key part here. It's interesting that Megaspheres are still used on the ground in this area, when Megaspheres are pretty much useless for catching pals in this area. You might have noticed that I'm skipping the Flambells. I did catch a whole lot of them off stream already, so they're not really a major priority. And we got a supply drop, so we're going to go ahead and check that out. Where is it? Oh, but I did see a Reptiro here, and I don't know if it'll despawn, so I'll get this before we go to the supply drop. I don't think it's really a rare spawn, but it is, I guess, an uncommon spawn. And we do kind of want one of the, not really one. I kind of want several of these with good stats, if I can. Capture them. For min-maxers, they actually recommend basically breeding specialized stats for these important base pals. For the time being, we'll just try to see if we can get a good enough natural spawn of it for our purposes as such. So with the changes that they've made, they did say that Marcus, Axel, and Victor have been pretty much nerfed since they're no longer endgame content. My guess is that we quote unquote should not need to breed or really max them out using the other features yet, but we will see. My guess is right. So far with Axel, it is possible to defeat Axel with just captured pals, but it is painful, and that's not really a joke. And yeah, okay, let's get rid of these syndicate clowns and get our supply drop. Hopefully it gives us a mining book, because we could use that. So level 30 Wixen, who's for whatever reason just hanging there. So let's invite her to the party. And see if we can another of these. I like Wixen, even if I think I already caught like 12. It besides being cute, it does have Handiwork 3, which is always, well, handy. So, alright, so this one did give us a couple of useful things, a speed elixir and thermal undershirt, which will be important when you get to the icy areas. Let's go ahead and drink the elixir, boost work speed, and go about our business. Okay, so we're actually close to another fast travel point. We'll go ahead and unlock that as well. And then continue looking for more, specifically Reptiro, which is what I'm trying to stack up on. But if I do find anything else useful, I'll try to stock up on more fire pals so that we can set out our pals on more expeditions. The vanworms are kind of annoying to capture because they fly, so they're gonna dodge my stuff. I'm gonna avoid them for a while. And I already have a lot of them. Already kind of maxed. Again, I am riding a vanworm. So yeah. Okay, this is what we want. We want our fire turtle. Let's invite this fire turtle to our base. Give us a nice stat. Oh, that actually hit. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, too close. But yeah. I don't remember going into this area without a flyer. As you can see, all this lava makes it very inconvenient to navigate the area. Such. Well, let's capture these Pyrians so that we can get both the XP bonus and more pals to send over on expeditions. I think leaf punks do spawn here, but they're not like fire pals. So if they, for some reason, their AI allows them to walk on the lava, and they're just gonna die, kill themselves. It's kind of sad, but kind of just some janky spawn mechanics still. They should do something about those pals spawning where they just die. Let's get another fire turtle. And see if we can get a few more. Oof. Yeah. Not sure how many more I can capture of these till I run out of spheres, but let's catch as many as we can. So we can get some variety. I'll probably be choosing the 2 or 3 best ones of these to work on the base, like full time. So that's one reason why I do want to kind of try to capture a decent one of these with a decent passive if I can. Okay, wants to run. I do see another one up there. The next target. Come on, get in there. Get in there! On your level 35. Okay, this is why we may have to go back and craft spheres at some stage. Alright. Even the hyper spheres are going to start losing effectiveness on the higher 30s. But they still work for now, so let's maximize them. And catch as many of these as we can. Oh crap. Yeah, too close on the ground. Even the vanworm does, yeah, doesn't protect me from getting set on fire. This kind of sucks. And there's some infighting. I don't like that. The Kelpsies might kill it. Ow. Okay. Let's hide a bit. Okay. Okay. I think that Kelpsie is gonna might kill it. Kill my thing. Okay. Make sure that gets killed. Oh, we got one with diamond body. So that's pretty decent. I hear something in the background. What is that? It's a lucky spawn. And it stopped. Maybe this is the battle move. Alright, I'm a little damaged, so I'll just wait a wee bit from at least my shield to recover. Yeah, go ahead and feed our pals a little. As you can see, we actually ran out of food, so fighting does drain stamina as well. Might be another reason why we want to go back pretty soon. Okay, we'll feed the bandworm this thing. And, okay, shields up. Fingers crossed, as long as we're careful, should be fine. Alright. Okay, let's just avoid getting hit this time. Ow. That. Okay. And let's throw in the balls. Ooh. Not burn me. Okay. The Reptile was also a pretty decent fighter. Although I mostly used it for base. Because that was the critical thing on release. And is the main reason why I think they had these come available in the first place in this zone. Alright, let's continue our hunting. Again, our priority will be Reptiro and the other pals that we haven't maxed out on, but mostly Reptiro. The others are kind of just nice to haves, like already got Kelpsie Ignis. They're higher level here, but we already have them. We already have Flambell. Go on and skip. We'll try to recover some stamina here. Take a peek around the area. I think we're also clearing a good part of the map. That thing is glowing red, so it scares me. I think that might be a... Is it a rampaging? No, it's not. Maybe it's just the color. I did encounter a rampaging Reptiro on a different area, and it killed me off stream. So, kind of not in the mood to get wrecked so soon on what should be a chill base improvement stream. But if there is a predator pal or anything, like a random boss that spawns and I think we can take him down, we will go ahead and try to capture it or defeat it, since we're already here. Alright. Trying to recall if this statue has anything on top of it. No, it doesn't. But it did have a Lift Monk FVG there. That's a good freebie. We also see more eggs here. I think I hatched a Ragnarok from one of these eggs. I'll just continue getting them and have a source of free pals. As long as we have inventory space. Alrighty. Another Wixen. Okay, I think I'll save my remaining Hyperspheres on the targets. We do have Wixen as well on the base. We could capture them earlier. Alright. Let's take a look around. See what we can see. Okay, more Vanworms. We want to avoid them. We can capture and defeat them, but they are pretty much not our priority at this stage. So let's try and choose our battles, so to speak. Annoying thing is, because they're flying, they will chase me pretty easily compared to the other pals. Like for example, even the Reptiro, if it chases us and we want to avoid it, because it's a ground pal, we can just walk away. Same with these Pyrians, as such. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take these Pyrians. Start with a power move. and try to capture this one. Okay, that one is Kota. Go for the next one. They do hurt a bit, but the level difference pretty much makes it mostly negligible. As long as we avoid maybe half the shots and just heal through the rest. Right. Let's go ahead and continue around the side. See more flam bells. Those. Okay, that's new. There is a boss shadow. Hmm. Well, it is a human boss. We'll take a look. Looks like someone we can defeat. We'll try to beat it. I don't have to worry about wasting hyper spheres if it's a. Oh, is this a base? This one looks like a level 40 base. That might be tough. And I do see purple there. It looks like the boss is not linked to the base. That guy? Probably that guy. Shadow. Black magic fanatic. Alright, I think we'll try to knock him off our list since he's kind of in the way. But after we take this fire turtle. Ow. Okay. Let's see if we can get more fire turtles. And then we'll try to fight that boss since we're already here. And that's not the main point of this stream. It won't hurt. Get it off our list. Looks like we've already captured 8 of the fire turtles, which is good. Just check our stuff. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Closer, ready, get set, go! Oh, it's a flamethrower. There's nothing black magic about that. That's just painful. But it looks like it's getting wrecked. Yeah, our Vanworm easily tank this. I think this will only be a problem if it starts running towards us. Looks like it's done. Cool. Alrighty. Easy. Easy peasy. Okay. Guess we just got bounty tokens. Kinda anticlimactic. But I guess at least we get our nice little check mark on the map to show that it's defeated. That. And you won't have to worry about that anymore. They do respawn, but well, I don't really need bounty tokens. So we just continue our fire turtle hunting. I do have 22 more spheres. This is pretty much a key, I would say, progression stage. So capture a few more just to make sure we're covered. Then we'll do some base work. Captured. Okay. Man, that lava's really annoying. Huh, so lava hurts. Would have thought. Right. I see. Those are just Wixens. Sometimes the Reptiro is hard to see because it can be walking in the lava. So it's a little annoying. The coloration is very similar. Now we'll skip the Wixens. I think we have enough of them and we might not have enough Hyperspheres if the next Reptiros aren't operative. Okay, we'll get this Pyrin as well. Since this is a kind of a new pal. for us. I might as well get the bonus. I think Perian is also a pretty decent ground mount if you do want to, or you do need one still at this point. But I didn't use it personally when I was doing my first run on release. Okay, pal's starting to get hungry and I have no food. Okay, maybe we'll just do a few more rounds. I think might be in trouble if Van Worm just passes out. I think they can get KO'd. They're just starved. So, and I do not want to be stranded here in the middle of this lava without a flying mount, or at least a fire walking mount. I think some of the ground mounts do have the special property of being immune to like lava and fire damage. Uh, okay, there we got a rush or born eggs. Let's set to buy some time. Okay, should keep our worm uh, satiated for the time being. I say. Oh, let's say 20. Oh, volcanic cover. Level 40. Alright, keep that. Um, yeah. Speaking of dungeons, I think that's another interesting means to progress. So most of the time, you would be doing stuff on the overworld, and it's the most straightforward way. But there are some things you can only get or only capture, get some special items from those dungeons. Or at least that used to be the case. I think the supply drops, the meteors, and everything else. There might be less unique things, but I'm sure some of them will only be unique to the dungeon. Okay, that's a special explosive move. Seems to like to open with that. I think the normal AI for them is to use their strongest move right away, and then cycle down to their weaker moves. Poked. More shots. Ow. Okay, captured. Okay. Alright. Maybe two more if we can find them. Might as well get the full 12 and meet our quota on this round so we don't have to go back. But yeah, we'll soon show why we want this pal in particular. Similar to the Dumud, it is something we'll be using at the base, so as much as possible I'd like I guess a better quality one, so to speak. You can breed for better stats and everything, but uh, with the initial captures, chances are you should get at least one or two with good enough passives, right? And those core passives would also be most likely what you would use to breed uh, your desired traits later on. So for fully maxed out base pals, you do want to usually have four very specialized traits on them. So yeah, all right. This is a Mimog. This is not a chest. Try to see if we can capture this. Hopefully, it is a higher level one. Okay. Oh yeah, but this is not a fire pal, so it might die from the burning attack. Okay, that's good. We got a level 33 one. I wasn't aware that they did spawn in this area, but guess it's a happy surprise. We got one for free. Not too much trouble, at least. Okay, I see some Pyrians down there. Not our main target, but let's finish our quota for them as well. Try to get one on the right. Seems to be alone. Only horse. Okay, let's get the Lonely Horse. And it looks like we only need one more. Ooh, not enough stamina. Dangerous. Okay. I'll probably have to capture them both. Let's focus on one. Probably assist. Okay. And I don't really have a better way to get out of combat, so we'll get the other one as well. How destructive and pacifist. Pretty bad. Very poor modifiers. But it's what it is. RNG and all that. Alright, so we are reached quota on Pyrins as well. Gotten a few more food on the way. So go ahead and use that. And let's carry on our Reptiro hunt. So I think we only need 2 more. So for the most part, I think I'm just going to look out for Blaze Howls and Reptiros. I think the Blaze Howls also kind of uncommon. Don't normally spawn many of them at any one time. Okay, let's try this side. See, Tree of Lambels, that's not what we want. Because we're getting a lot of eggs, so always handy. And we'll have the time to actually hatch them. So. And here we go. This is a bit second to last one. Go ahead and catch this. And we should be well on our way to get our base set for the intermediate level as such. Ow. Okay, this one cooperated. That's good. Okay, one more Reptiro. What the heck? Gobfin. And a Gobfin Ignis. Unusual. Yeah, I'll go ahead and capture these simply because they're higher level, and I've never... Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them here. What the heck are you doing here? Fire area. Oh well. Oh no, I think I'm gonna kill this one. I'm still alive. Nice. Get burned. Okay, we have enough Pyrins, so that's fine. So we'll capture this higher level Gobfin. A little better than the ones from the Gobfin area. And there's our last target. Let's go ahead and get Reptiro. Maybe it'll give us a... I don't know. Blue. Oh, come on. Go away. Please go away, Van Worm. I want to deal with you. I hope I don't get third-partied by that. Okay. Another easy way to get killed is to attack all of these things at the same time. Woo! Ow. Oof. How they miss. Please. Get in there. Get in my ball. Get in my ball. Alright. And we have met quota. Shall go ahead and head back. Obviously there's a few more over there. Actually I'm feeling a little greedy. So I'll get this one. This might be the one with like blue passive. Or not, but already here. And I still have some hyperspheres. But yeah. What am I missing? Yeah, this air cannon has a weird targeting. Sometimes it doesn't. Seems like it targets the feet. Well, don't know why. Anyway, Whatever. Okay, let's get some stamina back. Alright, there's an extra. Right. It has ferocious, so that's not bad. Could be useful in case we want fighting Reptiro at some stage. But for now, let's head back to the base. That's kind of interesting. A lot of these factions do have their own like base spawns now, like that one. When you get a little stronger, I want to invade the non-syndicate bases. So far, I've only been strong enough to bust into syndicate bases. Or at least I haven't seen lower level bases of other types that are too risky. Alright. With that, I don't see any more. Let's just take a peek. Okay, more Reptiros here. And I think that is our final distraction. For now. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and head back to the base and work on some home improvement. Which is the title of our stream. Of course. So let me just check my handy dandy list. Okay, we got Reptiro. Bring out Ragnarok. Okay, Ragnarok got to level 33 with all that. That's good. That should get us a bit of progress. And let's go ahead and get ourselves set up back at the base. Of course, you want to deposit everything we picked up. I did build another chest already for more schematics, since I was anticipating to pick up schematics that we don't no longer have space for. That pretty much did happen, so that's good. What else? Let's go hatch the eggs. At least get them started. Okay, we've got a blaze hull knocked. And let's put in the common eggs first. And work down the rarer eggs as time passes. Deposit everything. 30. Unique. Made a thermal undershirt. Useful. Okay. Right. Thermal undershirt. Put it here for now. But it has cold resistance level 2. Be handy when we go to snowy areas. Alright. Okay, let's get some food before we get accused of not being a proper employer. For now it's just eggs, but whatever. Works, it works. And let's go ahead and see what we can build. Alright, so I think I mentioned earlier in the stream we do want to make the electric furnace pretty quickly. Hopefully, you know what, I'll just spheres later. Hopefully we will now have enough materials to do that. And we did reach level 48. It's pretty good. We'll make this other stuff maybe later. Priority is to kind of get us to a point that we can passively produce most of the things we need. Okay, this is new gold coin assembly line. Palmetal ingots though. Maybe not yet. But I would want to print money at some stage. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and make the electric furnace. Looks like we need a bit more carbon fiber. But I think I did leave them making that. Yes, I did. Got 100 here. Put that there. We should be able to replace our furnace now. So build electric furnace allows refinement of pal metal ingots, requires electricity to use but is quicker to process. So this is another reason why I wanted it. It does make the next kind of ingot, but for now we just really want faster production of the um, refined ingots. So it's a little annoying thing. Let's build up my inventory with junk. Let's put that down. Walking very slowly. Okay, there we go. And let's build our electric furnace. So I think this should be one of the priorities because everything will require ingots. We need to make ingots more quickly. Let's try to fit it here. Looks like it's reachable. A whole bunch of handiwork files. Okay, let them build that. While that's happening, let's go ahead and take a look at our new pals. More specifically, the Reptiros. So we got one work slave. Actually, let's take a look at the rest. Nothing too interesting. Okay, got one work slave. Diamond body is 30% defense. Second tank. Okay, we got one diet lover. That's 2 potential work pals. Okay, with the catches, it looks like we got just 2. Conceited is a slight work speed increase, but I don't really consider it enough to be make it a work pal, so to speak. So we got 2. We got 2 we can replace. Alright, and if you look at this, the skill sets, this is the main reason why we kind of want this pal as soon as we can, either before we defeat Axel, but in this case we did kind of rush Axel, so we got it afterwards. It does give us both kindling level 3 and mining level 3, which we are in dire need of right now. So with that, I think we'll swap out Dig Toys, or we let's see. Let's put in the higher level Dig Toys first, and yeah, kindling. Okay, we want the Wixen because of the handiwork. Wait, let me see if I got a better Wixen. Nah, their passives are worse. Okay. Then, yeah, for now we're gonna give up cooling. We're not really storing that much food. It's not as much of a priority right now. In worst case, Penking can kind of pick that up for us. We want more miners right now. Go ahead and put the first Reptiro here. And let me see. I guess we still need the one Penking. Still need the transporters. Meeny, meeny. Choices. Okay, we'll give Flambell a break. I think we have a lot of fire organs. We can always put her back on the ranch when we need more. Right now we want mining. Yeah, let's organize this. There we go. We now have 3 heavy duty miners with Dig Toys on full shift, such. That should help quite a bit in terms of our production. Alright, take this chance just to peek at what else we caught. Buddy with some interesting stats. That doesn't really look like it. Anyway, XP is XP, so still get your minimum 12 captures of new stuff. Boosts your player level very quickly. And do remember there is a catch-up mechanic so that if your player level is higher than your pals level up faster. It's not a waste. Okay. You see as well who I can swap in and out. Looks like I've leveled up some of the base pals here. We have more than one Ragnarok. I don't remember. Let me just check. What I like to do is kind of just sort them by Palpedia. Okay, I only have one. This is a nice mount as well. Uh, I kind of want to stick to Van Worm for now. It is higher level. And I've already used Ragnarok a whole ton in the previous release as such. So this one is kindling and transporting. Kind of want to put it in as well, but yeah, we might not really need two kindlers. So no, we'll leave him. Leave it to the back line for now. See if we can put in the Wixens. I don't think I got any working Wixens, unfortunately. No, I already leveled up one, so I might as well put the one with Serenity here, the base defender. That'll do for now. Alrighty. I think everybody back at the base should be above level 30 now. Let's see if there's anybody we want to bring out. Sickly. It's just stamina. Not so bad. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think our base spells are pretty much set for the time being until we find or catch something better. So we'll leave it at that. We can focus on leveling up maybe some fun pals. Let's see. I do already have a level 32 Gloopy, Serenity. Look. Fighting together, capture gauge decreases more slowly in the fishing minigame. I'm curious about how the value increases the items obtained from fishing. Gyro increases items obtained from salvage. Okay, so we might train one of each type. Gloopy got leveled up, so we'll try to pick maybe the best Jelliet we got right now. Musclehead. What else we got? Eeny meeny. A swimmer. Yeah. I think only the Musclehead looks like it might have a special use. We'll bring this Jelliet with us to these items for fishing. At some stage we'll be doing that again. Gelroy. We do have one artisan. Is that the best one? Yeah, I think the artisan is the best one. We'll bring that. Turticle, what does this do again? Just carry supplies. That's not such a huge problem as long as we regularly go back to the base and get ourselves properly equipped. Did train Follow Up already because it was cute. Munchill, I think I found this fishing off stream. It does have an interesting skill, but it's not meta, clearly. Makes food in your inventory less likely to spoil. Not really sure where this is supposed to be used for, but it is there. Okay, maybe Herbil. So that's that revive thing. Don't have a good one. Your Wilding team increases damage dealt or oh! Innovator also makes it easier to obtain Meteor Fragment. I didn't notice that. Okay, let's see. Let's pick up one of these. Something with a decent stat. Be going Sleek Stroke. Alright, this one is two uh, yellow passives. Mind Form is not so good, but don't really have much choice right now. Alright. Okay, that's good enough. We'll train those three up as we move along. Alright, so back to the base. Okay, we're accumulating a little bit of the materials a bit better now. And we can start making pal ingots. It's a good thing. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, we have a visitor. Hello. Got a line of pals. Okay. What do you got for me, boy? Born adventurer. Traveled the world since it was little. Puddler. Actually, I haven't maxed out this pal yet in terms of captures, and curious if we're gonna get lucky. So let's hire pal he brought. Where'd he go? Here, yellow boy. Okay, recruit. Okay, no special stat. Got ripped off. But whatever. It's just one more pal I don't have to worry about. Alrighty, I can see all of the eggs incubations complete. So let's see what we've got for today. Spunk Ignis. Spunk Ignis. Probably another one of those. Oh, Vanworm. And a Kelpsie Ignis. Not too unsurprising, it is a volcanic area. But yeah, let's continue dumping the eggs. Alright, that does remind me, now that we've sorted out our base file setup, our revised base file setup, and picked out the ones we're going to use, we can take a look at, we can go ahead and send an expedition now to Axel's area. I'll just check auto assign. Still not quota. 33 out of 20. It's kind of odd. I just throw more. Sort by level. Let me see if I can just throw more pals at this. Maybe it'll let us. Wait, or only fire pals? Oh, it's only fire types. That's why. That's why. Alright. Well, we don't really have the time to capture more, so we'll just try this out. Just 45 minutes at 82%. I'll have to do for now. We'll send them over. Look at that, Reptile Army. That's a lot. And we'll let them do their thing. So hopefully that is sufficient for our needs. And if not, we'll eventually catch more fire pals, so no big deal. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. Okay, there we're starting to stack up on coal and ore. Okay, I picked up enough ore to slow me down, so that's probably a good thing if I wasn't slowed down. Excuse me. Okay. A little bit more. This old man is too old, can't get to the chest. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think we're starting to get a good supply of ore now. Much faster than yesterday, at least. So that's promising. Alright, let's deposit all the rest of the goodies and see what we can improve next. Arrows. Ah, just the stuff from the big C. Alright. Okay, next up on the tech tree, again, I kind of want to prioritize construction. Construction buildings and things that can help us speed up our production. Reminds me, is there research done here? It is not. So I'll leave that. I think next one is we want sphere assembly line. Go ahead and search assembly line. Wrong button. Oh well. Screenshots or didn't happen, as they say. Alright, so sphere assembly line will require another 100 ingots and 10 circuit boards. Then weapon assembly line is next. And then gold coin assembly, which requires pal metals. So let's go ahead and continue the technology line. We'll make the sphere assembly line next, since we'll need this to make legendary spheres eventually. This side I will need more circuit boards. We are low on quartz. We're gonna have to go out and get some. Oh yeah, since we're here, and since I don't want, well, I don't really have a choice, but I have to go out for the quartz. This is actually a good time now to make a refined metal pickaxe. So this is a pretty decent upgrade at this stage, simply because we need it, or rather, we need a way to mine nodes more quickly. And from this point onwards, mining with just a stone pickaxe is really slow. Go ahead and lock this. Start the construction on the refined metal pickaxe. You can consider making the other tools, but I find that I didn't find much gain on making like the refined metal axe, the one for lumbering, because trees don't get any tougher. At least I haven't seen them getting tougher. So it's kind of not very useful, such. And I forgot I should bring out one pal to kind of base, bandworm, carry stuff. Alright, so make this. Okay. Then to make the circuit boards, well, this will kind of max out. Oh, they need polymer as well. We need polymer for a whole bunch of stuff, so we'll make like 100 of these. So that's going to be ready by the time we get back. Alright, so now that we have a refined metal pickaxe, we can go ahead and yeah, this is just a cheap item. I'm just going to discard it. I think I should do the same for things like the club. Yeah, wooden club is. I think you can make this anytime. I will keep the handheld torch though, because that's handy and it might save time when I die. So we don't do this, and we now have a better refined metal pickaxe. Alright, so while they're making that stuff for us here, let's go ahead and get us some more quartz. Now we'll check out the Palpedia later. To get more quartz, we do want to go to a colder area. And I think I mentioned it in one of the earlier streams, but this is easy to miss, but there's actually quartz nodes here where you do the. Oh, I am freezing. I will have to go back. Let me get the thermal undershirt now. It's gonna be a good accessory to use. But yeah, it's easy to miss. But there is a set of quartz nodes near Lily's tower. We'll show you that now. So you don't need to go through the icy continent just for quartz. Such. We wanted. Okay, we're done with the desert for a while, so I can switch this out for thermal undershirt. Okay. Guess we'll get our find nodes. What else do we have? We're running low on coal, but we do have a bit more ore. These are kind of expensive, but I guess I'll start on Palmetal. Just make sure we have enough other stuff. Yeah, I'll start with 50. So that start making that. That takes really long. Alright. Okay, that said, I think that's still happening. Bit of construction. Crafting. Alright. Let's go ahead and get us a bunch of quartz. I guess if we see something rare, we might catch it, but I'll probably skip the chillets and the usual things around here. I don't think I've maxed capturing everything around this snowy area, but would rather get our base kind of set up first before I really do the random things. Alright, so you see this round? This round little circle? If I recall correctly, it is on the opposite sides around here, I think. So let's go ahead and see if my memory serves me correctly. Oh! That looks very large. I've seen that before. Okay, I have fished here before. I think this is where I got that Munchill thing. But I did not see purple thing this large before. Let's see if we can catch it. Hopefully it's a new pal. Okay, it's fighting. Whatever this is not gonna be caught that easily. I think I'm used to these fishing minigames thanks to ARPGs and stuff. No, it's just an Azeroth Crest. I already caught that off stream. But I guess it still gives us material, so not so bad. Not so bad. Again, the glowing fishing points generally are almost always worth it. Guessing this might be another Azeroth. Holy! Rude. Chill. Hey! Oh no 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 no! Come on! Ah, boy. Escape. Okay, party's over. Might need to get a better fishing rod soon as well. Alrighty, I think the other fishing nodes look like they're just normal ones, so let's go ahead and get ourselves the quartz. Oh, and random free egg. Let's get the random free egg. Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. It's this side. Notice on the opposite side of the fast travel points, which is why this is kind of easy to miss. And sometimes I did, the past I did see in like the forums and other places that they're complaining quartz is so hard to find. And in fact, they did give very early point for you to get it if you were paying attention. So it's one of those things that are not as, I guess, intuitive as you'd imagine. The game does handhold you a lot more than on release, but there's these little tricks that you do pick up, and they do still come in handy when you're trying to progress more quickly. Right, so I'm just gathering all this extra freebies. I'm greedy. And the other reason is I like those regular chests because they kind of give us keys. You need the keys to... Oh, killed it. Never mind. You do need those keys to basically unlock the locked chests as well. So maybe it's a little bit more to the back. Okay, here. So similar to the nice coal spot, I will mark this on the map. So you might need this for a while. I don't think it's going to be very soon that we'll be able to get the automatic quartz mine. And there's probably already automated quartz. But for now, we'll do it manually. I guess the only good thing about quartz in particular is um, compared to the other minerals, you don't actually need a huge amount of quartz. You mostly need them to make the assembly lines. You need them for circuit boards, and circuit boards are typically used for crafting stations. So you don't need really a huge amount of constant supply compared to the other thing. Alright, and with that we're already overweight. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some space. I do want to bring everything back. Gonna drop here. Peace. Ooh. Nice stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop some parts. Okay, we need to make 25 is fine enough. We'll drop 5 pieces. Alrighty, and that's the other reason why we wanted the refined metal pickaxe. I did mind using the stone axe before. It took a long time. Does work, but not so efficient. It's actually quite slow. Alright, so we'll go back and see if this is enough for our crafting stations. If not, we'll make another trip. And we'll progress a bit more on our base work. Alrighty. See more chests and eggs on the way. We will pick those up. I did forget to mention that I spent some time off stream also sorting pals to put in our dimensional pal storage. So I did show that yesterday's stream, I think, that we do have now a additional storage for a good amount of pals. I think it's just notable to mention from that from what I've observed, the dimensional pal storage is pretty much like a completely separate storage from your regular pal box. So once you transfer something there, the game pretty much acts as if the pals don't exist, right? So you can't put them on your base, you can't put them on your party, you can't select them for quests, you can't send them out in expeditions. So anything you're actively going to use, you still need to keep on your main pal box, or on the pal box, really. And dimensional storage, you could think about it more of like a cold storage of sorts. It does have 10 times more the storage space, but you can't interact with the pals in there. You just have to keep that in mind. But other than that, that's a pretty good upgrade. Highly recommended. And it will save you a lot of sanity as well. You're trying to sort things out. So here's my dimensional storage right now. I did store, I think, already like the first 8 boxes. I freed, uh, conversely, I freed 8 boxes of space for my main storage, and I'll just continue moving piles there that I don't have any immediate need for. Alrighty, so I think that's done. Okay, these things have hatched. Let's rotate the eggs in. More. Please pump Ignis. Another Vanworm. Holding out on the wrong one. And another Vanworm. Alright, let's go on once. Pick up a few new ones. Blue, blue. Okay, let's just put this in here. This one. Alright. So, with that, I think we should have enough for the circuit boards as well. Okay, let's bring out the Vanworm. Vanworm do its thing. And yeah, maybe we'll already help with the final crafting here. With all those remedies, special player stat elixirs, we've also increased our work speed by quite a bit. So we can still craft quite a lot even without assistance. So we would prefer to have some. Why did everybody get distracted? Where did they go? Ah, okay, they got hungry. Fair, fair. Okay. Got some more helpers soon. Okay, everybody's coming back. Yeah, it speeds up quite a lot with the pals. Generally, you would actually want them to reduce this on their own for the most part. Okay. I'll leave them to make 20 more circuit boards. And we'll deposit the polymer here. And since we're waiting for the circuit boards, I will go ahead and go for another trip to get more quartz. Such. So the quartz is not something we're going to be able to mine anytime soon. I did mark it here now, so it should be easier to remember. So do take advantage of those map markers, whether it's for quest givers, which you need to return to, or if it is mining materials that you need to revisit. But yeah, and if you really want, you can probably also put a mining marker for Axel. The sulfur nodes beside Axel's fast travel point, but honestly, that one's already visible from there. So if you still miss that, that's kind of on you, I think. Alright, there's a respawn on the fishing nodes. Try our luck again on the these glowing ones. They do give us some rare materials, and that could save us a bit of time hunting alpha bosses or doing some dungeon delving. Yeah, I do find the fishing quite rewarding compared to the effort required. Got a bigger polyp, so it gives us ancient civilization parts as well as rare stuff like precious air entrails. That's pretty good. But yeah, I am almost sure it might be nerfed, or at least On relative terms, they might have other activities be more rewarding than fishing on full release. Unless the devs really want to have a bias on fishing. Because this is pretty easy for the most part. At least it is easy for me. For those who are used to all these fishing type of mini games, this is very trivial, right? Very simple. Uh, Hardly any extra time spent while you're moving along. All right. Let's go ahead and do the mining thing. These other points are not shiny and are not really worth our time right now. I think the only disadvantage with I think catching it from fishing, the experience to your pal seems to be less compared to actual combat. But if you can live with that, why not? All right, and we know what this is. Smimog seem to actually appear all over the place. Um, I guess just look out for them on your travels. Seems that they appear starting from the around the level 20s. The areas which are level 20 that have level 20 pals and above seem to have a small chance of spawning Mimogs everywhere. And they do have a very distinctive chest design, which is very different from the normal chests. So that's I guess a pretty handy thing to keep an eye out for when you're traveling, so you can complete your Mimog set as such. Okay, let's get another bunch of quartz and bring it home. I think we might actually be able to clear this node. Um, yeah, this new pickaxe is serving very well. I think it'll do pretty well as well in case we want to speed up the because the coal production um, as such. What I'm not sure of is if this actually works on the mining site. Okay, and we already have too much, so we shall. It only just has to wait. Let's go and just eat something. All right, and yeah, I think this might be the last node. Might not really be going back for until a respawn, so I might hold off on third quartz trip. Two is good enough. I think for the assembly lines we want to build, we will finish construction on those today. And maybe we can start crafting some other useful gear as well. But I did want to prioritize the workstations in particular because they're required to make all the other things. And while you can craft some of them with the older workstations, it is very slow. Alright, and Miss Mimog really likes us today. So, third one today. These have been pretty rare side of today's stream. So it's kind of weird. Alright, I think the other thing I noticed is capturing or defeating Mimogs gives dog coins. So if you're collecting dog coins, you do want to make sure you don't miss out. And there's another Mimog over here. It's a Mimog day. Heck. Anyway, not complaining. I missed the first ball throw. Okay. And it's the last one, a real chest. I think that's a real chest. We shall get it anyway. Okay. We're actually almost quota on Mimogs as well. It's kind of interesting since there's no real way to make that Mimog spawn consistently, from what I can see. Unless there's a mechanic I don't understand. But whatever it is, we got them now. That's fine. Just gonna have a chill time. Right, right. Okay. Uh, Empty our inventory, all this extra loot, and get back to our base building. But yeah, I think it's important to kind of have some focus when you're going out, but try to stay flexible. So that's why it's nice to bring tools with you, especially pickaxe and fishing rod, since there's some random spawns that can pop up and you just want to be opportunistic and take advantage of them whenever you see them. That's just the Gumas. So, can't win them all, but a free pal is free, I guess. Alright, that makes our 20 circuit boards. I think that should now be enough for next thing we're gonna upgrade. Alright. I forgot to grab the timer. Without this to help the base. And check our tech tree. Okay, so I do like this search thing they added for the tech tree. I hope they can add this for the PAL box and the PAL storage as well, so that you can search the name of the PAL. Like I want to only look at all the paintings, something like that. Be a huge help. But at least it's already in the works. I can almost see this thing being added to all of the complicated menus, hopefully. Okay, so we're moving on from the first set of assembly lines to the assembly line 2 series. And yeah, we were back here. We wanted 100 ingots. Let's see where we are at the ingots. Okay, the pal metal ingots are taking up some time. Actually, I think the other problem is I'm running low on coal. Might actually let that finish. Yes, okay, this is the other problem. So we'll go ahead and I guess do a couple of coal runs. Might as well not waste the time while the ingots are cooking. We'll go ahead and get ourselves more coal. We're gonna run out soon anyway. It's a good thing we did mark it on our map for these coal nodes. So let's go ahead, get some coal for our merry old soul, etc. etc. It's a lot closer than I thought. Just have to mark it on the map so that we don't get confused. Alrighty. Bring back as much as we can carry, which means we'll probably have to make a couple of trips. Okay, let's not use the Meow Mirror for mining. Probably not a good idea. Look at that. Wow, this one just demolishes the nodes right away. This is why we want the better pickaxe. Boom. It's just gone. That. Oh, now I can't even carry everything. It's bad. Alright, I guess we can drop some. 3, 4, 5. Drop. Actually see if the coal is still there when we get back. And let's bring this home. And kind of stay organized. So yeah, This is a well, chill-based building stream. Again, the focus is to get our production in shape, and hopefully on our future streams and on our progress, we'll be set up for some good time. Alrighty, let's go ahead and deposit the coal. It's here. Fast travel back right away. Get the rest of the coal. See if we can finish that node. Alright, so I did like the refined pickaxe. Harvesting coal becomes very trivial. I think it's notable to, I guess, reiterate as well. I think I did mention this on a much earlier stream. But you can find coal nodes, sulfur nodes, and metal nodes in dungeons as well, occasionally. But it is randomized what you will find. So it's always good to bring a pickaxe there. Assuming you only do dungeons like once a day, or only a few times, you might as well maximize the loot you can get from that, and basically bring back some of these materials as your loot. Such. Alright, looks like the coal does stay intact for a while. I'll just drop it on the ground here. It's not a waste. That's good to know. I'm guessing if you log out, that's gonna despawn, but as long as we're not logged out, might as well maximize the coal we can get. So I think with all these nodes, you should get like maybe 300 coal. Should be sufficient for the workstations. At least I'm hoping it will be sufficient for that. I'll go ahead and ignore those pesky humans, since they're kind of a waste of time. They do drop bullets and stuff, but they drop such small quantities that honestly, you should focus more on your own base's production rather than farm them there. And again, the name of the game really is around automation and logistics at some stage. Early on, you just have to have it kind of exist and then put, I wouldn't say a random set of files, but at least a varied set of files to do the different jobs on your base. We're reaching the stage where you want to start optimizing what you want to do, start choosing which files are going to do work, right? So that's why we set Flambell aside for a while and added more miners. Swapped out also some of the other, I guess, general use files for miners, since this is what we're kind of missing right now. But it is it's a chill part of the game, really. I guess it's not the most exciting for a stream, but it is relaxing on its own. And very chill, right? Very chill. Just go ahead and do some base work for once in a while. Now, if my guess is right, the loop will probably be similar as we advance. After doing some base work, we'll be able to progress relatively quickly with newer weapons, newer armor, better pals, upgraded pals, etc. Then it'll start to slow down again, and we'll probably have to go back to the base to do stuff. That's kind of the game loop. You really just want to alternate between exploring the outside world and optimizing your home, so to speak. So yeah, my guess was right. We did get 316 coal. That's quite a bit. So in that time, they only mined 60 coal here in the base, which is respectable. But I think that's really only good enough if we're trying to maintain, right? Maintain like materials for bullets and things like that. It becomes good enough at some stage. So make no mistake about that. But you do want to kind of speed it up by some manual resource gathering from time to time, and that's where these little tricks help. Okay. Only thing I don't like about the Reptiro is that even if it's not an alpha, it is huge. It is bigger than some alpha pals. The alpha Reptiro is even bigger. So yeah, they just start blocking the way everywhere. That's part of the game. Alright. I think with that, almost done with the pal metal ingots. Let's take a look. Um, Actually, we do have, I think we do have a submission we can complete, so we can get this done. In the meantime, while that's cooking, okay. Okay, we only need to catch one more pal here. Might do that today. And we need to turn in a blaze howl, which I think we already captured. Okay, but we're almost done, so I'll line up some refined metal ingots here before we finish up. Let's get the last pal metal ingots out of the furnace. The Reptiro is faithfully cooking up. Okay, good. Good turtle. Alright. I think I will need like 150 of these. Sorry about 100. Let them start cooking that. Get cooked. Okay, store the pal metal ingots. And get ourselves some stuff. So, yeah, we're really looking at trying to work on efficient automation, making better workstations, prioritizing what your pals are working on in the base, and well, doing some of the work yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with doing it yourself from time to time, as long as it meets your objective, such. So let's get a blaze howl. Again, this is where I kind of would have wanted them to have a search functionality. It is what it is. Here is blaze howl. Red, red, red. I hope I did catch that. We have blaze howl knocked. Oh, we might not have the other type. Sword in terms of fire. Fire should be on top. Fox sparks. Maybe we don't have blaze hull. Kinda odd. I caught one of those. Okay, I guess we don't. We have blaze hull knocked, which is technically a different pal, so that's not gonna count. Just kinda sucks. Alrighty. So I guess we can't finish this quest, but take a side trip and finish the capture 1000 pals since we literally only have to catch one left. I think 2 hyper spears would be enough to catch one. Just catch something around Fisherman's Point. Right, so let's make a bit of progress here. Let's just catch the closest non-duplicate I can find in the area. Actually, better than that, why don't we just fish for something? Yeah, okay, there's a shiny spot there. I think that'll be enough. The only shiny spot. Yeah, looks like there's only one shiny spot. It's where the Fuddler's fishing. Spell knows what it's doing. Let's see if we can catch that. Probably a celery lux or something. We'll see. Whatever it is, mine now. Here, fishy, fishy. Ooh, fighting. Do not escape. Please. Psychic power to know if it's moving or not. Woo! Okay. It's just Aquila Mari Primo. But it has two blue modifiers. That's cool. If I ever use this spell. Alright, and that does count as a capture. So gave us skill fruit. Epic skill fruit. That's interesting. Yeah, the fishing really is, I would consider, almost unskippable if you're optimizing to any minimum level at this stage. Alright, let's go ahead and turn in the 1000 pal quests. See what this guy gives us. Okay, promise reward. Applied handiwork. Ooh, handiwork! It's for faster crafting. This becomes really important later on. So we're gonna hold on to this for once we've decided our core base spell group. Alright, and I think that was the last quest as well. No more need for any hunting. So the ecosystem has gotten to normal. Arctus, don't do that yet. And we just look out for a Blaze Howl. Yeah, I might have missed this yesterday. There is a boss right beside the town. Go ahead and dispose of it now since we're here before we go back. I can vaguely see some purple over on that side. Might as well clean up the trash. Okay, there's a Dumud there, but we like Dumud. We are pro Dumud. We're not a hater. We're going to leave that one alone. That's another Blaze Howl knocked, but I want to destroy. Yeah. Kill this person first. Can't even see if it's a girl or a guy from this distance, but equal opportunity, so we're gonna kill you all the same. Okay. Trivial battle as expected. Got an over 10 level difference. So that's not gonna really mean much. Alright, what are these? Incinerams and a Blaze Howl knocked. Set our loot first. The Blaze Howl knock is level 37, so I'll see if I can capture this with what we have before we go back. Might as well. We got a couple of Hyper Spheres. It escapes, it escapes. Oh, miss. Yeesh. So we do need more high level fire pals. At this stage, it's not just quantity. We do want to get a bit more quality as well. Okay, that's the last of our good spheres. I have a few ultra spheres, might as well use them. I don't really want to save them unless I have something special in mind. Alright, the least pumps are just level 20. Collect those anytime. Let's go ahead and head back to our base. Alright. Hopefully our refined ingots are complete by the time we get back. And we can carry on with more base progression. So, chill progression. At least for today, haven't been any major surprises. We did defeat a couple of human bosses. So they were just on the way. Um, yeah, should be able to finish, I think, the main workstations and then hopefully have enough time and resource to craft a few upgrades as well. No, it became nighttime. I didn't like. Uh, I'll still have to sleep. And I need exactly one more bar, a workstation. Stupid. Anyway, let's sort out our loot while we let's wait for the sun to rise, for them to continue the work. That said, there should be some other things we can do that are helpful while waiting, so we will do that up around the base. Okay, so still this food there. All of our good stuff. Enhancement items go here. Enhancement item. New skill fruit. Skill fruit goes here. And we got another heat resistant undershirt. I don't think we really need more than 2 duplicates, but we'll have a better idea, we'll just dump them here. Alrighty, let's check our eggs. Everything excellent. Nope. Oh, our expedition is complete. Let's go ahead and complete this. Okay, successful expedition, thank you. Looks like the important bits it gives are higher level spheres, which are always welcome. Small amount of sulfur. Yeah, I think the better spheres is the best thing so far. Alright. Let's just see if our thing has increased a bit, 84%. I will hold off on sending a second expedition since I might need some of those pals and reconfigure them now. Oh, sheesh. You're carrying too much. Let's go ahead and put this down. So slow. That's so slow. And I forgot to bring out my van again. Forgetting to do that. Okay, Vanworm, do your thing. I think Vanworm might be the first one I'll max trust, since it's been with us for a while. Might want to see what it does when it's maxed out. Let's gather all this other loose resources so that pals don't waste their time. Hopefully just from the mines. Back to the mines! To the mines, everyone! Fine, they call for you. Oh man. Okay, that was a mistake. I don't think I should have picked that up. Whatever. Ew. Not walk through. Excuse me. Coming through. Cannot fire. Your hitboxes. Oh my god. Gonna be walking all day. There. Alright. Better. Okay. Random stuff here. Grab it all. So that our pals can focus on production. Using the important stuff. Like ore. A lot of ore. We're never not gonna need ore. Okay, let's get one piece here. and dump everything on their respective boxes. Alright. Nice. Okay. Well, our slab fragment. Let's leave that to them. Deal with cooking at some other stage. I already deposited these. For some reason, these count as schematics. Oh, okay. Previously, we had common fragments, so now this is uncommon. Okay, it sounds like a summoning item. We won't be doing raids yet. We're nowhere near ready. Just gonna get punished. So we'll avoid that for now. And finally, we can make a sphere workbench. Now we're going to make sphere assembly line 2. Assembly line. Typically, I make the weapon assembly line last. Okay, we do have enough materials to build this now. Let's go ahead and disassemble the old one. I need a space as well. Deposit this so that I can move. Such. Okay, we can move properly. And make our fancy new sphere assembly line. Fancy and very large. I can see things might get stuck on this. Maybe we make them face this way. Like that. I think the side with the arms is... they work on the opposite side of the thing with the arms. So maybe work a little better. Technically you can make them clip into the walls, but I find that usually causes problems for pathing, so I will not do that. Slight allowance. Here. Does that work? Okay, it's a good sign. They are going to go there, build it themselves. That means they can reach it. My number one concern is the things become unreachable for a while. Alright, we'll let them finish building that and take a look at our tech tree. Since we're making a sphere assembly line, we might as well look for spheres. And probably jump to legendary spheres, which is the best one from release. It does require quite a bit of material, but this is really reliable. But it does use the Palmetal ingots that we just made. We only have a few. Alright, we'll hold off on that. Production. Okay, it doesn't search it only searches the main description. It doesn't search the rest of the sentences in terms of the other areas. I was thinking maybe you could search what can be made by this production line. That's not the case. That's fine. Anyway, we still have to craft a whole bunch more of those refined ores. Let's take this time to go through our tech tree and see what we can make. We want to make, importantly. So better grappling gun is nice. Oh, sniper module too. This might be good. But we're missing ancient civilization core. So we can't make that. Okay, I'll start from the regular tech tree first. I think there's more important stuff on this side. Arcade, electric pylon. Must research electric pylon development. Okay, so some of these now have prerequisites. I think some of these could build before without research. That's fine. Old assembly line might be nice too. Another 50 ingots for this. I'm tempted to try this out early since printing money might be a more streamlined uh, workflow rather than making all the other stuff individually. If you need it, you buy it, right? But let's look at the other options as well. Skill fruit orchard. Multiple fruits of the same type can be harvested. It's actually kind of cheap uh, and useful. But we're not maxing out our pals yet, so we'll build that when we need it. Okay, we can save some of the pal metal ingots for the next set of armor. So that might be a better idea. Might want to save up for heat resistant pal metal armor. One option. That is roughly, no, not double, maybe a third stronger. Looks of it. Third to 50% stronger. This is a good thing to save up for. Better gun sounds nice in theory, but uh, we'll see. Of course, you want the next weapon assembly line. Goes without saying. Beta wave generator. Increases work speed. Files in the base. That's actually pretty good. And it doesn't conflict with the other materials we need. Pal metal ingot, but might be good to buy this early. Circuit boards. We make 20 more. Yes, we can. Okay, let's line up 20 more circuit boards while we're thinking. Let's take a peek if somebody's slacking. Okay, they're not. Alright, so we might build the beta wave generator. Probably a minor increase, but with 15 pals running around, it'll add up. And we probably want that at some point anyway. So beta wave generator. Okay, let's go ahead and learn this. So don't forget. Pal metal helmet. Again, we want to save this for before we fight Marcus. Probably can survive till then. What we have. Okay, we'll try to make the beta wave generator today. And continue seeing what we can make. We want the weapon assembly line as well. It's kind of my other priority. We need that for faster bullet making. It's the other basic thing. So that we can make those shotgun shells en masse. Okay. Beta wave generator. Okay, you only need to build one anyway, so that's fine. Drafting table, a facility that lets you combine multiple schematics to create more advanced one. Okay, it sounds more like an optimizing tool. It's kind of cheap, but I don't need to play with that yet. Advanced fishing rod. I also want this. I think we will run short of metal ingots. Okay, we'll hold off on that. Assault rifle. I kind of want to stick to the shotgun for now. And let's see if we can hopefully get something better as we move on. Metal pickaxe is also nice. I think the refined metal pickaxe is better for the time being until we produce pal metal en masse. We really need to boost production on the base before we do pal metal stuff. Such. I think legendary spheres are also good for selling. This might be good as well once we fix our production a bit more. Electric medicine workbench. We can survive without medicine for now. Uh, does become important later, but not right now. Electric cooler or in a starter area, we don't need this. Okay, street lamp set. Electric heater. Same thing, we don't need this right now. Alpha wave generator. Slows the rate at which sanity value of pals the base decreases. Okay, we also want this. We'll build these two next. Electric kitchen. Eventually. So weapons. Can live without a glider. Live still without bigger storage. Can wait for slider module 2. And we're not focusing on food, so the fridge isn't that important either. Accumulator. Probably not. Fine metal armor. File surgery. Another min-maxing thing, which we are not going to focus on just yet. So I want to maximize production right now more than anything else. Short-term production. Alright, I think the rest of this is more old stuff. Is there anything cute? Cute stuff. I like the idea of the PAL recovery grenade. Healing. Only the bosses didn't keep switching to us anyway. Kill us. Fishing ponds also kind of um, interesting, but I don't want the pals to fish instead of doing all this other work I need them to do. Especially mining. So yeah. Alright, I think the rest is low level stuff we've skipped before. Safely skip. Just seeing if there's anything that it's a major miss. Okay, this one sells to players. It's not need. Mm, mm, mm. Breeding farm soon. Can already make cake. But yeah, that's another thing that will take a lot of time. And focus. Let's focus on your production first. The monitoring stand. Actually, this might be good. Monitoring stand. And I've been putting off the monitoring stand for a while. I gotta get my pals more focused. One power generator. Ah, for the electricity. Use the what's this? Can put in your captured humans there for lulz. I'm expecting. Okay. Under outfit. Arm bell. It should defend the base by default anyway. Yeah, an ancient tech side. We're not too condensing yet. And we're not gonna do the optional stuff today. Still need more ingots for most of these things. These are all good items, but more for optimizing your play rather than progressing directly. So we're gonna postpone most of this. Giant feed bag. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So I think they're still taking their time with the ingots. Okay, let's go ahead and make the monitoring stand. I want to see how that works. Where are you? Okay. Command your pals to work on various things inside the base. You can allow or prohibit individual kinds of work. Yeah, I did hear this. They improved its use. Guess I can put it on the side. Since the pals won't be using it, I will be using it. So as long as I can reach it, they should be fine. It's fine. Actually, we can put this in an awkward place. Oh, no, 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 no. Cancel. Not there. Oh, let's see. A couple of eggs hatched. So let's go ahead and switch things in. Oh, we got our workaholic Reptiro. Let's see if I can get another thing. Swap in the workaholic right away. A lot of work for them to do. Okay. These. Next. Fetch an egg. Alright. So, workaholic Reptiro. I choose you. Kidding. Sort by fire. Smarter. Where are you? There. It's just level 1, but actually that's pretty good. We'll have to level it up. Might get wrecked otherwise. Okay, we'll train this one. Let's swap out the Xenovader. It's already level 31 from everything we've done so far, so that's fine. And let's work from there. Not enough electricity. Oh, nobody's working on electricity. Okay, I haven't seen that before, so I think it's about time to swap in a better generator. Sort by work suitability. Okay, have only really one option. Hungry though. Whatever, we swap in what we need. Guess it's time to relax. Oh, it's in the expedition still. Wait, I thought I canceled expedition. Heck. Cancel. Oh, even if you don't send them selected. It's annoying. Okay. Relax, we'll take place. We actually did run out of electricity. Alright. That's very large. But whatever. Whatever. Never works. Right, so go ahead and build the monitoring stand. Want somewhere reachable, we don't need the pals to get to it, so have all this stupid clipping issues for this thing. I'll build it somewhere awkward since build anywhere else. Maybe beside there. Not too far though. Right here. It's my what is this? It's my soapbox. Get on my soapbox. Get to work. Get to work. Damn dirty pals. That might be too much. Yeesh. We have lots of stuff. see if fit it as well as we can. Okay, there. Good enough. Alright, can actually get on it. We set work preferences. That's a lot. Options. Normal work. We just want to stay normal for now. Have fixed assignment. Manage facilities. Ah, two different views. This is preferences. Okay. Alright, I think we'll adjust both. We just don't want them to do what they're weak at. Guessing this is fighting. We do want everybody to fight. Don't want Chikipi to plant. Don't want Kelpsie to water. Yeah, we don't let Bigar do anything except maybe transporting. In case it's free. Okay. Sibilix might be decent for the other two jobs. We'll leave it for now. Relax should literally do only one thing. Do its job. Okay, we do need someone who's kind of a specialist. Choices. Okay, Wixen will no longer do kindling. Only transport or do handiwork. Birdash is kind of an all-around. About that. Ozarina has one job. Dumud. No, I don't want you to mine. I don't want you to do anything else. Dumud only has one job as well. Wampo. We want transporting most of the time. It's also decent in lumbering. Tear those down quickly. Okay, we don't want it to do planting. Tanking. We do need somebody on watering. Only one. Let him do that. Let him do handiwork. Stop him from mining. And maybe he could do cooling. Just in case. Okay. Big toys will only mine. Earth Heroes will help with kindling when it's up and mostly mine. Okay. That makes sense. Fixed assignments. Order by work suitability. Okay, I won't use this one. This is really for micromanaging right now. Let's see if preferences are enough so that they figure out what we need the most at this time. Kind of want to see if the AI is good enough to figure that out on its own. Alrighty. Should organize our production quite a bit. So yeah, I know the monitoring stand is quite an early thing to build, but before this, we didn't really need to be super efficient. As long as we had some piles doing some jobs, generally things would be fine. But at this stage, I think it is worth starting to prioritize what you want the pals to do on your base by using the monitoring stand. So for now, I'll just be prioritizing their jobs. Maybe later on we'll micromanage their actual assignments. Alrighty. I think with that I need to go back to the next buildings. We do want to make an alpha wave generator. I think we've stopped getting... Oh, already complete. Got the circuit boards. You can see that. So let's build one of them. This one requires refined ingots. Slows the rate at which sanity decreases. Another one increases work speed. I think work speed's more important right now. Kind of assuming this is like one of those buildings that you don't need to be close by. So we'll just put it in one of these awkward spots that most likely won't get raided. But I really can't put anything else on it anyway. So yeah, like this weird corner thing. Let me maximize the space a little bit. I don't think it'll be reachable, so we'll have to build it ourselves, but at least this one won't be blocking the way, I think. Right. Actually, I think the trick here is I will get a handiwork pal and just assign it manually so that they can do the job for us. They do kind of want it built in an awkward spot, so yeah. Okay, let's go and throw our Iris at this. There we go. Let me build this. There. A bit faster. Oh, a little bit. Well, 3 minutes can wait. Needed to build the other one. We will run out of materials. We need now circuit boards, so 20 more circuit boards and electric organ. Go ahead and make another 20 circuit boards. At least as many as we can. Can't make that many. Okay, we'll need more quartz. I guess we'll finish this first so that we can get some work speed boost. And we can go ahead and build the alpha station as well. This will help out. It'll take a minute, literally. Yeah. And Lunaris does look like she has twin tails, doesn't she? Those hips. Oh man. Let's not think of them that way. Yeah, these devs know. Packet Bear knows exactly what they're doing. Especially if you've seen the... they've done it twice now. They've done their April Fool's videos of a Palworld visual novel. At this stage, I would be completely unsurprised if they actually release one. Fans have been asking for it. It'd be really funny too if they make a short one. So yeah. Alright. It's done with this. Get the wave generator. It's complete. Nice. Yes, it's working. We'll go ahead that there. Next up is we'll need a bit more quartz. Let's go ahead and get us some quartz. Circuit boards are expensive. Jeez. A lot of manual labor still. Okay, this egg hatched. Just the kelp seeing this name. Alrighty. Okay, all that stuff is still on the works. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some quartz. So hopefully the nodes have respawned. Not really sure on the respawn time, but shouldn't be too bad, I think. At the very least, we don't need a huge amount of quartz compared to some other materials, and we don't need this continuously. So should be about it. Guessing we might pass by that shiny node again. Gonna grab these eggs anyway. Get some free pals on the way. That seems to be. Oh no, there's also shiny nodes on the other side this time. I was almost gonna say that it's always the same nodes, but it's not. Here there's two, and there's one on the other side. We catch both since we're already here. Won't say no to three powerful pal. And actually, to prepare for Marcus, I think we need water types. From memory, that one is one of the pure fire types. Wow, that escaped pretty quickly. So we'll need to upgrade the fishing rod soon as well. But yeah, we'll be getting more. We'll need water types for the most part, and I may or may not end up using Jormuntide in the end, but kind of tired of that giant dragon snake thing. It's just too large. Had it in my base, my old base, like forever. I'd like to try to beat Marcus using something else this time around. Alright, saw that correctly. There is exactly one shiny spot. Let's get this one as well. Just to max out on these materials. And I guess to get these varieties as well. Cal variants. Okay. Come on. But yeah, we're starting to lose some of these fishing battles, so I think I should upgrade my fishing rod sooner rather than later stage. Alright, where is our mining point? Here, I think. This one should be behind this. Mining. Yeah, it does appear on our little compass thing as well. That's handy. Let's go ahead and get us some more quartz. Please respawn. Did it respawn? Okay. I think some of it did. There's supposed to be 5 nodes, so that's fine. I think we have enough nodes. Quartz. Quartz. Want quartz. Hello. Oh. I gotta hear that sound a bit more often. Anyways, yeah, let's just chill. So yeah, I think it was good to kind of schedule this as a chill base building stream. So, yeah, we might have to try to finish up for the day as well. Let's just gather this as we can carry. See if we can finish off our required builds. Ooh, much. Let's drop the rest. It's not a waste. Okay. and head back home. Should give us enough to craft the remaining circuit boards. I shall come back to grab the rest of this quartz while it's spawned. Alrighty. I wonder which flying mount I'll get next. I used to swear behind Ragnarok, but I kind of want to do something else on this run, so we'll try to find a more interesting, maybe a new. We'll check out the newer areas, get a newer flying mount. Maybe we'll use Suzaku or something. I don't know yet. Anyway, let's go back here. We'll probably want a flying mount pretty soon anyway. New one, rather. Let's deposit all the stuff. It's the important ones. Do we have space for egg? No. Still making. Oh, we need to make more ingots. We're almost out of ore. Okay. That's our next problem. It's not coal. Work with that. Let's make a whole bunch of. Oh. Let's make polymer. Bring this as well. Right away. And finish mining that quartz. Already there. Ore. Where's a good place for ore? Anyway. Let's see, hopefully we already have enough ingots to last us a bit, but we'll probably might need to manually get ore as well if it's not coming in quickly enough. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll wait for that next stream. Alright, these things respawn really fast. These fishing nodes. Got another try right away. So fishing meta is clearly the name of this patch. This is the quickest, practically, not nil effort, but as long as you've played your fishing mini games before, this is very little effort for a lot of turn, really. We're never gonna run out of those special organs now at this stage. So the things that require it will be pretty trivial. Even the things which require ancient civilization parts. Again, previously you had to constantly farm alpha bosses just to maintain any items that required repairing of those parts. But now they've done it so that you don't have to do that anymore. I do think that it's still similar. You still have a similar problem with predator pals because you need predator cores. But at least that's a more limited use case now. This thing's fighting back. This is another Azeroth though. Well, whatever. And I guess it's right. One more shiny here. Oh, it's not shining this time. Okay, guess not. Let's go ahead and get our quartz. Quartz. Then ore, or actual ore mining. Be the next thing. Well, hopefully the ore mining ore mining site 2 is enough. Try mining that at the base itself. Our player character does have pretty decent work speed now. All those remedies we found. That's good. Oh, they've overshot. Here we go. That's where we left off. go ahead. Gather what we need. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and get this last bit as well. And I guess that's it for this node. Yeah, I think the lowest thing we have now will be ore. Check what our stocks look like. Probably prioritize the forgot if I built the alpha or the beta. I think I need to make the alpha station now, alpha wave station. Then hopefully we can finish off with the weapon assembly line 2. That should pretty much allow us to make bullets more quickly. It'll allow us to make better guns, but it's more of a secondary effect rather than what I'm trying to accomplish at this stage. Really do want improved production more than anything else. Improve our passive gain, passive income, such. Alright, so let's see. Let's deposit all of our good stuff. I didn't notice we did get another schematic. Looks like it's duplicate. I think I got this before. It's another Gumas rod. It's fine. Free stuff is free. You can combine schematics later on if you need to. For now, it's mostly stuff we're gonna put away for now. There, got 100 refined ingots at least. Right, let's see where we're gonna spend that. Oh, this egg hatched. Just a peek. Another vixen. And an egg. Okay. None of this polymer, not yet. Grab some of it. See? Build this. Let's get the Lunaris. And do some dedicated handiwork. And finish off our polymer manufacturing. Okay. Well, while that's happening, just double check. We want circuit boards next and electric organs, which we can just buy. Fine. Yeah, slowing down the sanity decay should help improve production indirectly. So, pals take shorter breaks. Shouldn't need to sleep as much. So that's still good stuff. Alright, so we want at least 14. Yeah, I do want maybe one extra so that I don't lose the spot on the setup in the chest. As such. Okay. The rest of this junk. Alright, I think I'll go ahead and have to buy the electric organs. We'll need it's like 15 more. Some cash and buy that. Electric organs, I think, are in the small settlement. Just go to the closer one. Probably there as well at the guessing the fishing point. But kind of used to this place. We can give some business to our friend here. The other wandering merchant. So we want. I thought I got the gold. Where the heck? Oh yeah, I dropped the gold. Better not have dropped the gold. Maybe I might have redeposited it by reflex. Every time I visit a chest, I usually just press R without thinking now. So I've already sorted everything out. Yeah, I know. I just didn't put it in my inventory. Oopsie. Take two. So also might be a sign that we might want to take a break soon. Probably will. But yeah, I just want to finish this so that it doesn't keep me awake or bother me during the rest of the day. As such. Electric organs. Getting what? By 20. Why? I don't think we need electric organs that often, so give it of that. Okay. Just in case we might want to stockpile some cash just to buy the bullets when we get frustrated enough to, it's getting too complicated. I'm just gonna let my money work for me. Some people say. Alright, so alpha wave generator just requires a few more circuit boards. Craft it ourselves. Just to speed us up. There. Should be able to make the alpha wave building thingy. Okay. Naris just to keep her out. Need her again. Okay, we're running out of regular ingots. That's our next problem. Okay. Faucet built. And stay focused. Alpha wave generator. Let's put it in one of these awkward spots again that's never used for anything else. So dump the this building here. It's weird, hard to reach spots. Maybe not on the very top. At least I can see where it is. Let me put the other one. Oh, there. Put it beside this. So that, as a friend, sorts. Oh, I can fit one here. Still fit it. Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Ah. Oh, it turned blue for a while. Just a second, it was blue. There. Okay. There. Maximize the space. Never use. You can't use this spot for anything else. It's also awkward enough so that NPCs or raiders, hopefully the flyers can't get to this easily as well. Alrighty. Let's build our alpha wave generator. Since we are starting to care more about how efficient our base is actually functioning now. Okay. Now it's just kind of floating up there, but whatever. Okay, enough. Okay, and I think what we wanted to build next was the weapon assembly line. Oof. Oh no, 40 more ingots. More circuit boards. Jeez. Okay, line up the circuit boards since we already have the materials for that. It's endless. Okay. And let's take a look at how our ore is doing. Maybe they're just not picking it up. Sometimes it's just that. See, there's already 300 ore here. You're just having a slow time carrying it. We have to just do that ourselves. I cannot see shit now. That's what I don't like about Hero. Yeah, I can't even do the grappling gun thing because everybody's blocking my way. I'm just gonna have to walk very, very slowly. I think I should have moved this chest right beside these ore things. We'll do that at some point. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we do have the raw material. Let's go ahead and see how many do we need. Assembly line, assembly. 40. At least 40, like 50. Okay. Should be good enough. Alright, I think we can finish at least the assembly line stuff this stream. Kind of annoying if we don't finish all this production stuff today. But yeah, I wanna kinda get it off our radar as soon as we can. The good part about this is once we're done, we shouldn't have to worry about this for a good while. In theory, I think we should be able to start making all shotgun shells and stuff really quickly. And to produce the materials we need for that as well. So I'll just cycle grabbing all these loose items so that our pals stop getting distracted for a moment. You'll still need like wood and stuff in other quantities, but not that much right now. We're very slow again. Already almost here. More piece. Okay. Let's grapple to this. Grapple one more time to the chest. Whew. Okay. Righty. All our good stuff in there. Alright, so that's something interesting. I guess because we have more miners than transporters, or at least the transporters can't keep up. There is a lot of mined stuff already stored in the mining buildings. It's easy to miss out. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish up. We just want the 40. Alright. It's well on its way. While we're doing that, let's take a look if we can craft a few things. Finish off, that won't take too long. Maybe we'll finish up with a giant feed bag just to get us off the list. Carbon fiber is pretty quick to make anyway. So yeah, let's finish this off. It does take a bit more effort. Let's just help them build this and finish off some of these other, I wouldn't say side grades, they're still upgrades, but they're not huge upgrades as such. Alright, looks like they've finished making the fine ingot. Go ahead and grab that. There, I've unlocked all 5 food slots now. pick up extra food, they can all go in there and not be a bother. You don't want to be a bother. Alrighty. Um, for the lack of a better idea, we'll just continue making more of these ingots. File. Fixing our new weapon assembly line. Alright, so since we're building the new weapon assembly line, obviously we'll have to deconstruct the old one. It's up here. Start with that. It's out of the way. Faucet. This stuff, so around properly. And find a new place for the weapon assembly line. Old one was up there. Let's learn it first. Okay. Workbench, weapon assembly line. The old one was up here, but I think it might not fit anymore. It's gonna flip into the trees. Let's try to... Yeah, doing it parallel seems to block each other, so I'll have to have additional space here. But maybe it'll fit here. As long as they don't... There's no space in front like this, so that they can work properly. I have space in the back, might as well move it a little bit back as well. Let's try this. Are you happy with this? They reach it? Okay, they can reach it. I'll help them make this. Alright. Nice! So it looks like we can make our assembly line today. I think that was the minimum. Wanted to finish for today. And we actually did spend quite a bit of time. So we're probably going to break the 3-hour mark again. We're having a good time, so no problem. Problem with that. This is a chill based building stream, chill based progress, and make some actual home improvement so that we can have all this set up and let our future progression move a lot more smoothly. It's kind of hard to keep switching between fighting and production at a certain point, right? So we can let the production happen as well, but it's done. Oh, these pals are huge pals. And you know what? I'm going to... Wait, if I build a metal chest here... Maybe we'll do this once the other mines are set up. We'll have to think of a nice configuration of where to be. The ores and stuff. But it's kind of consistent. It's also easier to just drop off what we pick up from manual mining right now. I don't want it too far. Okay, we're leaving this junk. Transporters, please do your job. Transporting. Alright. Head in, deposit all the junk. See what we can craft next. Alright, so I think with this we can now go back to crafting some upgrades. Do we want a grappling gun? Yeah, why not? Let's get the grappling gun. The next grappling gun is going to be at level 63, so let's go ahead and make this. Can be made at the weapon station? Yes, it can. Right, that's the first craft we're gonna do. Iris, you work on that. I'll check and see what we want next. This does take time to kind of read through all this. Okay, large incubator, multiple eggs at once. Oh, we need civilization cores. We don't have any of those. That's a skip. Medium pouch, no predator cores. These are other fancy things that we are not ready for. Are the materials. Yeah, we need to find out where those civilization cores come from soon. Hmm. Where indeed? Where indeed? Better lanterns. Let's see. And skip lantern. Regular hint of lantern already is good enough, I think. For now. What else? What else? Altar. Homeward cloud. We're not making it yet, so spawn that. Alright. Technologies. Arcade set. Get. Guess gold coin assembly line soon. Trademark. Okay. Resistant palmetto. No. Skip the palmetto stuff. Happy with my shotgun right now. This one requires materials we don't have yet. That's not even an option yet. And we'll make this palmetto stuff before we fight Marcus. I think there should be enough time when we're running around to get that. Okay, I do want to get the advanced fishing rod though. So let's go ahead and get that. Switch my grappling guns. Store the old one. Oh wait, I think it's a weapon. Here. Yeah, put it here. We'll need a bit more palmetto. We'll need a bit of palmetto and yeah, I kinda want the pangolin rod. So it's been dropping some stuff. Oh, wandering merchant. Hello. Have anything I want? Shotgun shells. Uh, uh, I will hold back. Need to become self-sufficient. Right, I think we need to make more of these things. Carbon fiber would be good. Oh, we actually need to make more of everything. Huh? Yeah. It's 20, I guess. And it's the other stuff. Okay, we want a fishing rod. Metal axe. Let's skip the sword. Lace kind of falling off. Meeny meeny. Remember if we saw anything good still. Geiger glider. Maybe the glider. Glider. Okay, we'll make this. Create our glider since we'll be taking a few more levels since we get the next one. And this already. Need a few more palmetto. Yeah, even just maybe 10 for now. It's kind of slow. Let's make our Geiger glider. Geiger glider. Work. Right. The upgrades. Hyper glider does require a lot more fancier stuff, but we'll get this eventually too. Huge rush. We have a lot of points anyway. Get them the books now, so they're not super rare. Alright. This thing. Store the gliders here. Yes, I did. It's getting pretty full. We'll sort that out. And another time. Finding guts. Stop this off. It's my cooking. There they are. Okay. Alright, so that's a Geiger glider. Got this. It's penguin. Fishing rod. We'll skip the slider module. I think that's probably it. I hope. Alright. Let's wait for this. Probably want to repair our pickaxe as well. Oh yeah, I was gonna test if you can use the pickaxe on the home station. Require me to have a pickaxe? 74. Okay. Pickaxe is only for external nodes, it seems. To use your regular work speed. You're just using the station on the base. Something to remember. Let's get our elemental ingots. Should have barely enough now to make our new fishing rod. This fish. Hey. Advanced fishing rod will finally graduate. Anglet rod. So far fishing is very worth it, so it would be a worthy upgrade. That's done. Alright, and I think the only other thing that's kind of stands out now is the gold coin assembly line. Let's check from the top again, if you missed anything important. Optimized pretty much what we can. At this point of the game, can pretty much let our base run on its own for a good while for circling backwards. Let's see. No, maybe the meat cleaver. No, not yet. Not yet. We'll get there. Evil thoughts. We'll get there, yes. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tombstone still creeps me out. Why did they add tombstone? I know exactly why they added this tombstone, but yeah. Getting kind of morbid. If this game wasn't morbid enough. Alrighty then. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Boost gun. Yeah, forgot they even made this. Increases pals attack and defense. Kind of over leveled for it. Maybe we'll wait for the next boost gun. Play around with that instead. Mines. Detonate when it's stepped on. Healing grenade. Find metal. Alright, yeah, I think slider module is the only other one I kind of wanted. From the stuff here. And sniper module does require 4, so we cannot do that yet. Okay, so gold coin assembly line will require circuit board and pal metal ingots. I'm kind of curious how effective this is, so we might save up pal metal for this next. Alright, so I think that's all for the equipables. We'll just line up some more production while waiting, rather, before we log off. Let's have this lined up as well. Now this uses a lot of ore. That's 35, maybe 45. Yeah. 45 pal metal. Go ahead and repair our stuff. Pickaxe. Repair the old rod. Use it. That's it. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and leave the advanced fishing rod. Weapon. For some reason. Oh no. Wrong. Want to leave the intermediate rod. Caliber rod. Okay, have upgraded our fishing capabilities. Alright. The only thing we didn't do is make shotgun ammo, fortunately. Okay, we'll see if we can actually have anything to make gunpowder with. Find ingots and gunpowder. We're out of both, so nah. We don't have enough to make shotgun ammo yet. I'm curious about that coin assembly line. If it's a low maintenance type of thing we can just leave running, that might be a good alternative. So we'll just buy bullets, let our money work for us and all that. So yeah. Okay, so for now, just leave what we're equipped on. Hold resistance, waiting thing. And there's always something to do in the base. Yeah, will never end if we don't find a nice stopping point. So we'll leave the Lunaris. Got our gang to level up. And I think that's pretty much it for this stream. So we'll leave the gold coin assembly line for another day. Pal metal does take a long time to make. We'll get there. Let's take a look at pals we've discovered or seen. Okay, we did get a Gobpin Ignis. Spawned in a weird spot. Kirin knocked. We didn't see the original Blaze Hell though. We have Blaze Hell knocked. Find the original variant. And of course Reptiro. Very helpful this one. We missed a Reptiro Crest somewhere. But this one is more important. Because it has kindling and mining. If I recall correctly, this one has cooling and mining. Still a good miner. Cooling is nowhere near as important for us right now. Alright, so with our setup right now, they should almost always be mining, and one of them will switch over to kindling when we need it. Alright. Let's see. Have food, no food. Check my handy dandy list. Okay, this is done. Let's note this. Point assembly line. Question mark. Okay, we're done. A lot of things I listed out while I was thinking about yesterday's stream. I did have here on the list to capture more dig toys, but I'm glad I didn't bother with that. The Reptiros are doing a better job of it, and they do double for the kindling as well. Make sure there's someone who can run the furnace pretty much um, all day. It's required. So yeah, uh, we do still have a dig toys in the base, do we? What is its passive? Hard skin, dragon killer. Yeah, we'll be replacing this dig toys with yeah, even if its food consumption is the same. We'll switch it with Reptiro once I got this one leveled up a bit more. We'll have a full optimal mining setup. So say goodbye to Dig Toys. Reptiro is my best friend now, or whatever the meme is. Alrighty. So, it's spot here.
Hey!
Alright, so thanks for hanging out. Whether you were thriving, vibing, or just surviving. Until next time, stay cozy, everyone. And I'll see you all very soon.
Hey!
Take care and bye bye. Bye bye now. Bye bye.